just for getting the grades in the NAC or other things. After signing, we are giving the trainings, and finishing the trainings, they will get a job. So that's the agreement between the industries, signing the MOU between our institutions and the industry. And another interesting thing what we have in our colleges, that is our college actually timing is 8:30. Morning 8:30 we have started our institutions, and it goes. So 1:30 it may be closed, and the research scholars used to sit up to 10 o'clock. So there is no time for the research scholars to stay in our institutions. They can stay at any time for doing the research. So that freedoms we have given. Say girls students from the different villages, they used to came to our college for studying that courses. So they started from their home from 6 o'clock. So how can they take the breakfast at 6 o'clock? So that's not a chance. They don't have the time to take the breakfast. So there is a lot of problems we have faced. So in order to satisfy that one, so with the help of one in agencies, so that called as a Satya agencies. So we have started for giving the breakfast to the girl students in morning. So that is a theme. There is a special theme. So it is inaugurated by the Chief Minister of the Tamil Nadu and the local MLA, Dr. Geeta Jeevan. So these are the credentials about our institutions. Okay, now you are clear. So where I am, so who I am, where you know about my institutions, right? Clear. So now we'll move on to our topic. So this is the NIRF ranking, as I told. So 77, from the 77 to 27, big ladder. So 7 years of struggle, we are getting this one. Okay, research. Good. So this is the topic. Today we are going to see about the research methodology. And with my experience, what I heard in the research, I can share your doubts also. I can clear your doubts also. Yes. Before starting this sentence, let me tell you, research scholars, research, this is the word given by my guide. While doing my research, he told me, keep this word as a promise word. Like that, the same word, I'm going to repeat it today. Research is a secret. Research is a secret. So that is the thing. So that is your friends and your neighbors can't understand. Say you have to keep this as a secret one. We can't tell to the other friends. So that is the first thing you have to do it. Research is a secret. And okay, good. So now come to this one. It's a carefully investigations for the new facts. Secret, and also the carefully investigations for the new facts. Why I am telling this research as a secret, you can understand in the end of the sessions, my sessions. Because so lot of problems nowadays taken place in this internet world. So be careful selecting the problems and the facts. And that is another statement given by the Redman and Mori. Research is a systematic effort to gain a new knowledge. It is not a day or a changing the day in 24 hours or a month. It's not like that one. Research is a systematic. So I have seen your research, guidelines given by your university, Savitribai University. So they have given a very clear idea. Research is a systematic. In a month or in 6 months, in 1 year, we can't do that research. Research, minimum of 2 to 3 years, you have to do this research or another. Otherwise, starting from your MSc career, MSc, you can do the research so that the flow of the research is in a systematic effort. So, getting the new facts, not the old facts, getting the new fact and the systematic effort. This is the key word for doing the research. Continues by the research that is introduction is the Clifford Wood. So he is giving some definitions. Let me take his definitions, the beautiful definitions he has given. Defining and redefining the problems. You can define a problem or redefining the problem. That is also possible. Formulating the hypothesis and objective. You can find a new problem and do it, and redefining the problem and also do it. collecting and organizing and evaluating the data. So data, that is very, very important. How you are doing collecting it, how you are organizing it, how you are evaluating it. So that is what for evaluations, for organization, for organizing this data. So I have taken some examples from the IARS. So how myself and Ganesh is connected. So with the help of the bridge of IARS program. So IARS and ISRO, is a branch of the ISRO. So where we have connected, and they are in the IARS itself, the lot of research activity is available on the free of cost. So that is why I'm telling that for evaluations of the data, you can use this one. Making the detections and reaching the conclusion, making the detections and testing the conclusions to determine whether they are fitting the hypothesis. This is the statement given. Okay. Why do research? Why do research? Is it important? Is it mandatory? Is it necessary? Yes. Yeah. So desire to get research degree, or you may think like that. Desire to get a research degree along with the consequential benefits. Desire to face the challenge in the solving the unsolved problems. There are many unsolved problems nowadays. So you have a desire to face the challenges in solving the unsolved problem. So I hope, so there are 183 participants here right now. 184, now it becomes 184 participants. Very good. So scholars, you have selected a problem. So that problem should be treated as a national problem or a locally unsolved problem. You have to take. You might have take that challenge as a research. Decide to get an intellectual joy of doing some creative work. See, actually this sentence, I really like it. While I am doing this research, I really enjoy doing the research. So I every day morning I used to go to the laboratory with a happy face and doing my research with my colleague. So that is the thing. So desire to be a service to the society. You have a desire to service to the society. After completing the research, many researchers do this thing wrongly. That is, after doing the research, they put a full stop. They do the research only for getting the degree. No, only for getting the degree, and for the promotions, and for the scale up pay. So that is not the thing. So desire to serve the society. The local society is needed. So local society is expecting many from your institutions, your scholars. So you have to do something for the society. So desire to get the respectability and directives of government and employment conditions, etc. So these are all the things for doing the research. Why do research? You have a desire. And why do research? Validate intuition, improve methods, demands of the job for publications and patent. Let me take this third point. So job, for getting a good job. So we need to do research. We need to do research. Don't stop. So do postdocs in the foreign countries. There are many improved methods you have to use it. For good publications, you have, and the patent, you grow, your institutions grow, and the nation is growing. So these are the things for doing the research. So of course, these are all the things we are following it. Let me give a brief introductions, that then we'll move on to the next topic. Choose a subject. So based on the idea of this is for the new research scholars who enroll in this, who is going to start the research, who completed the coursework. Then based on an idea, based on your experience, based on your readings, originality. So this is thing we have to keep it in our mind. Many researchers choose the topic as the guide suggested. So it's not like that. Based on your idea, based on your interest, you have some interest, you have passion, you have some ideas in your mind. So to implement that ideas, you have to go select guide and all the things like that. A plan is needed, a strategy is needed, the time and budget is needed. That is the third thing, the strategy. So many students, many research scholars, even my in our college, even in our university research scholars, once they call for the applications, research scholars they applied. Many scholars don't know what to do, what the university says, what the norms we have to follow. They don't know. They just apply for the degree like master degrees or a UG and PG degree or some other courses. They have applied for the PhD, and after 3 years at somewhere else they do some papers, they got the degree. It's not like that. A specific plan we needed. You have to use a strategy how to complete. So methodology in the research methodology paper clearly says this is what do for the first 6 months. This is what you have to do for the next 6 months. You have to do this type of data collections, everything. Follow the strategy. You have to put your strategy in the calendar. Then the very important is a budget. Budgeting is very, very important. So nowadays doing the research is not an easy job. So in this world, everything is marketized. So when you go for sample analysis, you have to pay the money. When you go for taking a printout, you have to pay the money for that. So time and budget, these two things you have to plan in the proper way. So you can once if you registered for the PhD, you keep your mind that is I have completed my PhD in 3 years, but that 3 years will be passed like anything. So you have to plan in such a way to complete your research. So most of the scholars, what they do, all the guides you may know, the last 2 months they give pressure on their guides. Sir, complete this, sir. I have done this one, sir. How it's possible? 3 years. So that is not the good research. Systematic plan, systematic approach, a strategy. All these things will give the good design. Yeah, I am giving this design as our example by mentioning the 3 pillars for the research. The pillar 1 is called the robust design. Robust designs. It's a conceptual structures that guides the entire research project. Pillar 1. Let me explain the pillar 1. Pillar 2 is a meticulous data collection. And the pillar 3 is insightful analysis. So the 3 pillars are very, very important for doing this research. Those who are also doing this research, joining as a new researchers. Pillar 1. So that's a blueprint. It's in a blueprint. So here it is the core. These are the things are essential. What are the things essential? The efficiency. Facilitate the smooth sailing of the research operations. So let me tell the robust design. Research is a robust design. For this one, so these are the things. One is the efficiency, clarity, value. So these things you have to follow in designing your research. So clarity defines means obtaining the information. So you have to obtain the information from this good people. And you can get it from the internet, get it from the supervisors, get it from the previously done the research work. So clarity. Then the second pillar is a meticulous data collection. Meticulous data collections. So there is methods and the methodology. Research methods and research methodology. The two terms are different. Methods specific the technique. Methodology, it says the systematic way to solve the research problem. It's a systematic way. Whereas methods, research methods, if you say, it's a technique. It is a technique. Whereas research methodology, it is a systematic way. The two words is slightly differ. So methods and the methodology. So here, for methods for the collecting the primary data, methods for the collecting there are 2 types of data, primary data and the secondary data. Primary data, what is meant by the primary data? Observation method, interview method, giving the questionnaires and getting the data, schedules, and distributor stores and all the other methods also included in the primary data collections. And very, very important is the secondary data. Secondary data. So already data is available in the publications of these central and state and local governments. So publications of the foreign governments and international bodies, everything you should know. So that we call a methodology. So leveraging the secondary data, report from the associations and the business, and reports prepared by the research scholars, universities, and economists, public records, statistics books, handbooks, statistic handbooks of all the district is having the statistics handbooks. So you have to use these handbooks, historical document. These things comes under the second data. So meticulously you have to collect the data. And the third pillar is the insightful analysis. Insightful analysis. So you have to analyze in a way. So the data will be prepared in the tabular form, and the tabular form has to be analyzed and prepare a chart. That is the thing. So editing, coding, classifications, and tabulations. So raw data has to be analyzed. You have only the raw data. The data has to be analyzed. You have to use many tools, many statistics. So let me tell you what the tools in these sessions. Yes. Then the architecture of the credible knowledge. So effective research is a build, not discovered. It is in a build, it not discovered. It relies on the deliberate integrations of the foundations of the pillar, each essential providing the validate, reliable, and referenceable conclusions. So this is the robust pillar, then the meticulous data collections, insightful analysis. This is the thing, basic things of the research. Friends, so next, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. One second. Yes. Ganesh sir, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
That the heading is hiding here. That is what I'm. Okay. How to bring the annotations in the lower end? Or 1 second. Give me annotate the annotation bar.
Clearly visible, sir. No problem.
Okay. Okay. Institutional ecosystem and promoting the research and the innovations. So we have a institutional ecosystems. Okay, friends. So far we have I have given some introductions about the research. Now let me give some outline. Say for the doing the research. So that is we have to do some basic ideas. That is good. But where you are going to doing the research, you are associated with the one university, that is Savitribai University, and the MGV LKS college. So these colleges you have associated. So institutional ecosystems also promoting some research. What are the things? Institution is promoting. So Ganesh is organizing this lecture. Why? See, he is promoting the research methodology. So giving some awareness. That is number one. Awareness programs on the intellectual property rights. Institutional, I have seen your website, many programs you are conducting it for the giving the awareness for the research scholars. And I hope your institution is also organized the IPR cells paid for the patenting and the copyrights trademarks. So this part, as research supervisors, as faculty members of the great institutions, So you might have do this one. Your institution may also having the incubation centers and innovation counseling support, startups for giving these ideas, whatever, and knowledge transfer initiatives and industry interactions and MOUs, technology transfer. These four aspects is very important. As an institution, as a supervisor, as a professor, we have to give some inputs. Say, students are the only the students. Scholars are they are still as a students. As a faculty, we have some responsibility. As an institution, we have the responsibility to motivate and mold the student in proper way to get a good degree. So this is what the institutional ecosystem also promoting this is. So another 4 points. Let me tell you another four. Next point is research grants. So institutions, when you join within an institutions, you can't do the research with your pocket money. So nowadays it is not at all possible. Possible, but of course, very, very great thing. Research grants received from the government. Government is giving a lot of funds. So when I take a special topic on this for getting the research fund, it will go for the 3 hours. So that's a great thing. Government is giving a lot of things. Nowadays, this UGC, DST, DPT, all the things comes under one nation, one data. Okay, let it be. So let me give an example. So get the government funds, grants received from the government agencies. These agencies is an older. Now, week back it has been changed to a new one. Maybe it may come into the actions in a months later. So UGC, DST, DBT, ICC, ICSSR. Yes, motivate our students and our supervisors to get a funds from this one. Number one, funding support from the non-governmental. If a government is, if you are not able to get a fund from the government, not able to get a funds from the government, there are a lot of NGOs are there. Lot of NGOs are there. See, while reading is my biodata, I have done 2 projects with the help to help the NGOs. One project, I think that is at the Jharkhand. So I am locating in the Tamil Nadu. Jharkhand, Bihar, that is Sahibganj. Near the Sahibganj, I have done one project. They don't know me. Only by seeing my profile in the LinkedIn, they call me for help. I go there and do that help for them. So for the projects. So funding support from the non-governmental agencies and industries. Get the funds. So they are ready to give. So all the organizations, they want to do some innovations. From the whom they get the innovations, like you are research scholars, you are the young budding research scholars. You have to give some innovation to the public. NGOs are waiting for you. And the seed money and institutional research funding is also available in your institution. Seed money. So you have to get a seed money. Not for getting the money, you have to prove yourself as a great person, great researchers. And third point, total research, that is, this is grant. During the last 5 years is an accountable. So for the 5 years data, that thing should be, you have to be keep it in your mind. So once a day, that is too long back, that is 2000, I have done this research, nothing. So don't say like that. Research is in a 5 years data updations. Last 5 years, what you have done. So that is an accountability. So that is the thing we will going to speak anywhere. Say, for getting the guideship, for getting the supervisors in our institutions, like assistant professor, we have to put 5 papers, 3 in the scopus, 2 in the, that is so-called, that is UGC peer reviewed. Now it is removed. So UGC peer reviewed. 5 papers current, that is 3 years in the period, we have to present. Then only we will get the research. So that is what. It is a day to day we have to update. Every year we have to update. Every year we have to work for that, getting the good paper. So, and the fourth thing, so the fourth thing is the number of projects and the grants, number of projects funded, how many funds you get it. Scholars and professors. So here, one-to-one win situations. Let me tell you one example. This research is very, very, as I told in the beginning, it's in a secret one. Good. why that the institution is promoting to do a great research and getting the funds? Why the institution is doing, who are doing this research? So they can get good amount of money, that is good amount of service for doing the 4,000 students they are studying in your institutions, 4,000 students. They can do that work, satisfied work for them. Why your institutions came forward and doing this research, type of research? Here, there is one logic is there. There is one logic. Let me tell you. So that is what that is management and that organizations and professors organizing this type of research methodology workshop to encourage your students. This logic is nothing. So let me tell you one small story, because for 45 minutes, I am talking just literally. So let me tell you a story for changing your mind to get refresh of it. So that is, what is this? Let me tell you on mathematic calculations. Ganesh sir, you are going to answer my question. 1 plus 1. What is 1 plus 1? 2. Super. 1 plus 1 is a 2. So that is the old arithmetic. For doing the research, the 1 plus 1 is 3. 1 plus 1 is 3. 187 students, if my research scholars are there, 1 plus 1 is 3. I'm going to explain how 1 plus 1 going to become a 3. Yes. For this, let me take the small story of the hare and tortoise. Hare and tortoise, you know that, the story, old story. Come back to the old, your LKG story, hare and tortoise. So whenever the race, between the hare and the tortoise, who win the race, that hare win the race, because its hare is moving very fast. This is the 80s or 70s story. In the 2000, the story has been changed. In the 2000 year, what the story is saying that one, so in the 80s or 70s, they both started, one and one, that is one hare and one tortoise has started the race. But the end is, only one is winning that goal. That is, hare is winning the goal. In the 2000, what happened? This hare run very fast. And when you reach near the line, they stay back, waiting for the tortoise to come back. They laugh, they see, and and they felt slept also, and the slow tortoise slowly move and he won the race. Here also one tortoise, one hare, but tortoise wins the race. But nowadays that scenario, the people, this type of walking on the floor for the tortoise is very difficult. You have to change that game in such a way, hare to walk on that floor, ground, and tortoise has to be swimming in that water. So we clubbed together. So now the research is not only doing that is collection data, putting in that formula, not getting the results. Now lot of struggle is coming in between you. So these things you have to come across. Say what they insist, put a paper on the Scopus. Oh, how it possible? Put a paper on the Web of Science. So IEEE. So very, very difficult. Well, yeah, of course. A lot of things comes into the story, your research story, like this. Yeah, what they do, hare and tortoise. So nowadays they become so good friends. So the one and one, they started the race. First thing is ground. Ground race, the hare is moving very fast. When you reach this pond, that is a water area, they put a brake. He put a brake. How to move this one water? That slow tortoise walked slowly from the ground. When he saw the water, just slightly they swim it. Actually, the tortoise trying to swim it, but the tortoise do one great thing. That what your supervisors are doing nowadays. They take that hare on that back. They take the hare on the back and swim and cross it. They take the hare on the swim and cross it. And the next day, the hare take the tortoise. The hare take the tortoise on his head and move. And both will cross and win the race. Friends and the supervisors, scholars and the supervisors, you are the pillars for your institutions. one is the scholars, another one is the supervisors. You both take the research in such a way and cross that line, that institution is win. So one, your scholar is getting the benefit, your supervisor is getting the benefit, institution is also getting the benefit. Now tell me, Ganesh sir, 1 plus 1 equal to 3. Am I right, Ganesh sir?
Yes, sir.
So this is what? This is a small logic. So why I am telling this one, scholars? So you have to good relationship with the your supervisors and the institutions, the you supervisors and the institutions. So lot of problems we have in our university. I am the research committee. We have I am daily. I mean weekly once. I am facing a lot of problem in solving the scholars and the supervisors issues. This is not the case. So supervisors are ready to carry you unless you have to cooperate with them. You have to cooperate with them. They said for the first month you have to complete this one. First month you have to, so next month you have to take the data. So like that, they are giving this one. Lot of opportunities they are ready to give. They want to carry you. So you have to climb on the supervisors, you have to cooperate with the supervisors, you have to cooperate with the institutions and do the research. Okay. So let me move on to this one. So that is why 5 years of data is needed for getting any recognitions. So again, is this doing the research. So for doing this research, these things are very, very essentials. Well-equipped central instrumentations and computing based. I'm proudly say we have 10 research departments, and the 10 research departments we have started in the year 1960s itself. 1960s. For the past 50 years we are doing research. Our research scholars becomes the university's vice chancellors. There are 3 research scholars from the chemistry department becomes the vice chancellors. Our research scholars becomes the renowned scientist in the UGCs and NET. And so they have developed a well-established centralized instrumentation laboratory in our campus itself. I hope your institution is also doing this one. So students, nowadays, using the institutional well-equipped central instrumentation laboratory is one part, and a lot of well-equipped central instrumentation laboratories available free of cost. Free of cost, there are a lot of institutions available. You have to make use of these institutions for doing this research one. So first of all, you have to identify which laboratory, which instrumentation laboratory going to use for your research. And the e-journal. So your librarian is so sad. He is daily calling you for the footprint into the library. If a librarian is there, he is so happy. So because e-resources is available in your journal, e-journals. So he is having some login called Inflipnet. Inflipnet, lot of journals they subscribed, institutions subscribed, money for that one. So that all things are paid for yourself. So you have to go to the library, get the login and do access the database and everything. So library footprint, library, you have to use the library, a digital library in proper way to do the good research. Nowadays, that ICT enabled teaching and classrooms, ICT enabled infrastructure, lot of things. Perplexity, if you want to do the research, minute you can do that final conclusions. If you want to think about the research, a minute you can do the research methodology by using the AI tools, that is Perplexity and all the AI, Gemini, whatever the chat GPT. If you put it in the chat GPT, it is giving some data like that. Of course, these are the tools, not your own ideas. So you have to use your ideas. Prompting is very important. For giving the tools, you have to give a good prompt. That is, your idea has to be given to this one. This will help you. You can take some data, that is not, I can't say no, but you cannot use it for the full length. So your innovations, your thought, your ideas has to be there. ICT be enabled for this one. And the average number of research publications per teacher, that is very, say, for these things. What I am telling this is on the, as I told, in my agenda, this is on the NAC perspectives. This is what I am telling, that the publications in the UGC CAR journals. So CAR journal list is withdrawn from the UGC now. So the DWARD, that is 1,497 journals, you can use it for the CAR list. So publications indexed in the Web of Science and Scopus. So the average number of publications per teacher is very important for the supervisors. For that, how they give that value. So they will insist the scholars to do research. The conference and proceedings and peer reviewed. Students, you have to attend a lot of live conference and physical conference wherever they conducted. You have to attend it. So in my experience, I got a research made fashion by attending the conference, meeting the research scholars in person, and sharing their ideas. So that is the thing. I got some ideas. So improving the trends and quality and citations impact. That doing the research, good publication is also good, and the third one is a citation. That is another thing. Research, you are doing it. Publishing the paper, very good. And the third one is the citations. So the citation is very, very important nowadays. Citations. So recently, say every day when I open my mail, I have seen some citation, because while doing my research, myself and the present Vice Chancellor of our university form an algorithm. That algorithms, that time is really, I myself may appreciate myself, because that's a beautiful thing we have posted and published in a good elsewhere paper. That comes round about, that is impact factor is also a good paper. So for that algorithms nowadays, all the people, those who are doing the research in the remote sensing and JS, they are using it. So citations, that paper actually taken place in this year 2010. Now 2020, 15 years, that paper is still alive because of the citations. For that particular paper, myself itself get 6,000 citations. My supervisors 14,000 citations. So great amount of the citations. The paper, your paper speaks forever. Your paper speaks forever. Yes. So books and publications. So doing the research for getting the good paper, good research, good citation, not like that. It won't stop up to this one. So the output of the quality books and the Ph.D. programs. So what you have published. So you have to publish the data in the reputed journal as a book. Have to publish with an ISBN number. With ISBN number, you can publish. That's the thing. You have to take it this one to the society. So and another thing, this thing is very important. The number of faculty, this thing is for the NAC purposes. This thing is very important. So book published with the ISBN number, and the chapter volume edited, and the number of faculty recognized as a PhD guide. Why this number is given, line is I have given is, so there is a ratio. All the institutions, as measured by the NAC and NIRF, by this one, number of faculties and number of publications. So there is a relationship. 187 scholars are there. So you might have given 180 papers per year, one paper, 180 papers. So your institution will go in such a way. So 180 papers, 180 book chapters, just imagine. So these things, the number of PhD scholars enrolled, number of PhD degrees awarded during the last 5 years. These things, last 5 years data. These things for the NAC purpose. They are asking this thing again. And another important, interesting thing as NAC perspective is the innovations and consultancy. Innovation and consultancy. See, our institution, we have One is for the geology. So in south side, this is the first institutions we have started the geology. So like geography is a geology. So here we do the groundwater mapping, groundwater analysis. So wherever the people are asking for uh, put some bore wells, so they call us. We went there and do some, physical, electrical work, and find out the place where the good water is there. So this is becomes a consultancy. So every week we take the instrument to one particular place and do research. Do this work, and we analyze the area and find out and mark that area where you have to put the bore well. For that they give amount. So that is very important. So that is useful for the research scholars and the institutions, and for this developing the buying new product and new equipments like that. So that's innovations. For innovations, so you have to do some workshops, research methodology and academic writings, this innovations. If you're conducting this type of programs, trainings and programs and the trainings for the scholars, so institutions, if you give this type of workshop and the training for the scholars, definitely scholars will doing this one. So consultancy, innovations and workshops and seminars. These things are very important in the part of the NAC perspectives. Okay, so I said this one. Then the third point of my agenda is research as a professional practice. Research as a professional practice. So research and publication and consultancy is on the NAC perspectives. For this one, institution has to do research, motivate the scholars and motivate the supervisors, and get the grades, good grade, and the institution will be good. Why we have to concentrate this one is the 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3 is this one. See, once you do the research, the research supervisors, we have you all the research supervisors and researchers. I hope that you have Vidwan portal, Archid portal, Google Scholar, and all the IDs you might have, right? So you once you have prepare a paper and published it, all the portal automatically pick your paper and put it in their portals. So this portal is viewed by the all the world, whole world people are looking this portal. Well, in this they are looking the name of this author, and the second author, and the third author, title, and the third one is the institutional name. Your institutional name is promoted by doing the research. So here, say our institutions located in the very rural area, that is south side. So here we have a crowd of people we have attracted because of the research centers. Because of the research centers, our research center, our all the supervisors are every time we don't have any vacancy, full. So that is the thing. So we have 74 supervisors. We have 182 scholars are there here. Like same, you are like institutions. What your institution is doing in Pune, we are doing it in the Tamil Nadu. Say, so that research supervisors are busy with their schedules. So okay, so they publish the paper in the elsewhere or whatever that Scopus or a Web of Science or whatever the journal. Your institutional name is also taken over it. And I am proudly say that my student, he is working as a professor in the geology. He scored that 2% scientist award given by the national level. How they give that award? So we giving the publications in the that is websites. So they have looked at websites and the things. That is, he got the award. He got the award. His name is promoted. His supervisor is also promoted. The third thing is institutional also promoted. So 1 plus 1, that is 2 things that happens, but the third automatically institutional is also lifted. So this is the thing what the NAC is expecting. And that third one is the NIR perspectives. That is research and professional practice, NIRF, in the perspectives of the NIRF. So this is very, very interesting. So whatever you do, the research is a measurable quantity. So that is, you have to be promoted as a supervisors. You have been appointed as a scholars, research scholars. So you are all have to be give some that is value and the weightage for the institution. How the institutions and the government and the public is measuring your values is this one: research and professional practice. So you should be in accountability, no? So you have to be in accountable to that institutions. You have to be accountable to the public. You have to be accountable to be to the that is government. How they measuring this one is, this is a small formula they are using it for the NIRF purpose. Your institution is also every year entering into the NIRF. So research and the professional practice, that is RP we shortly called as. For this they measured your performance. On the basis of your performance they give 100 marks. So okay, in this research and professional practice there are two categories are there. That is, we call it as RP, that is PU and QP. PU and QP are the two parameters are there. What is PU? That is publications. QP, quality publications. PU is number of publications. QP is quality publications. Let me explain this one. So the quality publications and here PU. PU, they give the percentage as a 70 percentage. That is mark for this one. That is research is very important. PU, number of publications produced by your institutions for the year. Friends and the scholars. So let me tell you one that is secret questions to you. That is, research is measured. Research is measurable quantity. Research is measured not in the academic year 24-25, 25-26, not like that. It is measured in the year, calendar year, that is Jan to December. So 2024 year, how many papers you have published? 2023 year, how many papers you have published? 2022, how many papers you have published? That is accountability for the 3 years of data. 3 years of publications data is accountable for the getting the NIRF scores. For the NIRF scores. It is that. Yes. And the 3 years of data, citations, quality publications for the NIRF data. So let me give you one example. Okay, this is the PU, number of publications. So number of publications, on the basis of the number of publications, see Atmaram Sadantan Dharma College, they got 70 out of 70. They got 70 out of 70. This is a good score. So this is the highest score they got it. So all the faculty members are doing the research. So 70 out of 70 they got it. 70 out of that got it. Hansraj College, again see, 68.71. Research is unmeasurable. So you are attending this seminar, good. But attending the seminar is also measurable. After attending the seminar, you have to do some good research, publish on a good paper. That is the final output. So 64.8. See, look at the score. So our college, Vivo Chidambaram College, we are in the 47.60. So our rank is 22nd. We are in the 18th positions in the national level ranking. So research is unmeasurable. So your college, your score, I don't know your college score, but maybe you have a good scholar, good supervisors, your score may be also a good one. And this is the publication score. As you look at this one, this is the quality on the basis of the citations. On the basis of the citation, Laila College, Chennai, they stand 730. So we are also in the 24.30, not bad. So 30, 27, 24.30. So we are at par with the Tyagaraja, Dashbande, PSG, university colleges. So these colleges, we are all in the same. That is Venkateswara College, Stella Maris College, all the colleges are in the 24, 25 marks. On the basis of the publications, we stood 10th position in the quality. So say how we are promoting this research. So we are frequently we are conducting the research forums, motivate the research forums. All the supervisors and IQAC coordinators and the members, we are all put one eye on the super scholars, whether they are doing the good research, whether they are putting the good papers, how the papers are progressing. say these things which has to be looking over by our institutions, then only we'll get this type of this one. And this is 2020 this one. Okay, friends, in this one I like to say one thing, one important thing. See, so far we have completed 3 parts. One is the introductory part, research and the NAC aspect, at the research and the NIRF aspect. So this is the NIRF aspect. Nowadays, there is a check mark put by the government. What is that? Say, research is a secret. Research is a honest. You have to do the research very honestly. So you have to find out a new problem. Those things has not been done by anyone in the world. So new ideas, new innovations, that is the thing. Don't copy it from the one person, just changing the name and not do this one. So that word is very cautious one. Call it as a retraction. So nowadays the retraction becomes very. I mean, there is many researchers doing the retraction. See, government is seriously looking over it. So last 6 months back, the retractions, the educational channels, they are wrote about the retractions, and they are going to give the negative mark for the institutions. Of course, they have given the negative mark for the institutions. So because, what is retractions? Say, you are from the Pune, I am from the Tamil Nadu. So that as Pune and the Tamil Nadu, the location is completely changed. So I am doing a research. So no one is looking my paper or my thing, myself or my scholars from here and there one. So if someone from that area, that is from other place, they copy our data and put it, they change the name and the title and small modification with the ChatGPT, they publish the paper. So nowadays, AI is very, very powerful tool. It fetches the data where the source file is there. And finally, they give, this is the thing they have copied, and these are the things they have used. See, most of the scholars, what they do in the retraction is, they don't change the picture also. The picture they have to create. The graphical representation they have to create. But they don't do anything. Just copy and changing the name and put it in the retractions. The paper is retracted. So retraction is not a job, not a single day job. They ask for your questions. They ask for the why this paper is like this. 6 months time they have given. In the 6 month time, if you prove, good, the paper is taken out away. So or otherwise they continuously giving the mail to the publishers. I mean, that is authors. The author has to be responsive in such a way or correct in such a way to take out the paper. If you do this retracted, I'm sorry to say, once if your name is marked as a retracted, your research won't be recognized anywhere. So that is the thing. Be very careful doing your research. So nowadays this becomes very popular. I mean, retractions. In the NIRF and the NAC, they are going to give the negative mark for the retraction paper. Good. And the last part is outreach programs along with the Indian Institute of Remote Sensing and Dehradun. So as I told, the Gangadhar Ganesh and myself has connected with this bridge. So this is IIRS Dehradun. Every year we used to go there as a coordinator. Your institution is also conducting such a programs. So that is why Ganesh is also recognized as a good supervisor, good coordinator. And he is also coming to attend this meeting. What is this IIRS? What is IIRS? What they are doing to support the research? So IIRS is a big institutions run by the ISRO, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. See, you people are doing the research, This research, you have to do some data analysis. Nowadays, for all the humanities and the science, whoever may be present here, your data can be analyzed your data can be analyzed by using the GIS. That is Geographical Information System. Information system, you are using it. R tool, SPSS, whatever the thing you are using it for the statistical analysis. And another tool you can also use it. That is none other than the GIS. So GIS, using this tool, you can use it for analyzing your data. Say for example, I can say if a literary student may present, if they want to do some research in a village, small village, so in this village has to be mapped. The village has to be mapped. How they mapped? So using the GIS and the remote sensing. So you have to approach interdisciplinary research. You have to do some interdisciplinary. English people can join with the GIS. The botany people, they can do some research. Zoology people, they can do research using the GIS. So a lot of the courses, they are conducting it, and a lot of research avenues are available. Let me explain one by one. So this is the about the IIRS. So this campus is situated in the Dehradun. So they are giving the remote sensing, geoinformatics, GNSS, natural resources environment. So these things has been given by the these are the introductions about the IIRS. IIRS is also, as I told, it covers the entire area. So Central State Department, Forest Research Department, State and Forest Department, all this department and NGOs. So these are all institutional. They join the hands within IIRS and doing this type of outreach program. So far in India, 3,990 and plus network institutions are there in this IIS. So this is the one of the giant MOOC program available in the India of free of cost. 2007 they have started. Say we have joined in this IIRS programs in 2012. So this is as I am the coordinator from this 2012 onwards. I am the coordinator. So every year they call me for the coordinator meet. I used to go there in the Dehradun. Okay, so what is the website? So let's look at this one. This is the website. IIRS.gov.in. So EduSat news, EduSat. So this is the tab you have you go to the EduSat. So here, this is today is 2017. 19 there is one workshop. Big workshop is going to happen on the 19th. You can join freely. So Ganesh may be organizing this one. So 19th the workshop is there. So nodal officer is Ganesh. So he will organize. So this every year in this IIRS, so there are programs. There are 25 programs every month or every 15 days. A program is short-term courses taking place in the IIRS. Join in this IIRS program. Say for example, if you are for doing the research in the botany, do the courses in the forestry, how the forest trees and are mapping. I can proudly say that, see, in our campus we have 257 neem trees. 257 neem trees. We have mapped in our campus neem trees and geotagged. I forget to take this picture. So geotagged and put it in the websites. So once say that as management and an authority see, so which neem tree, this neem tree height and that is how that age, all the things we have put it in the database. So this is the thing. So that as NAC people once visited our institutions, we have shown this data. As then from the botany department, we have tagged this one neem tree, like the trees and the plants in our campus, that is flora in the campus like this. They appreciate it. So GIS is a universal tool. Botany people can also be used the GIS. And that is even literature people can also use the GIS. Okay. So this is the calendar for this academic year. There's a say here, look at this December 19th, 2025. There is a schedule that is understanding the science behind the geological hazards for the early warning and mitigations measures and on EduSat News. This is a workshop going to take place on the December 19th, 2025. Friends, so lot of things are available in this for doing your research. Not only that IIRS, so apart from the IIRS, IITs, NITs, they are also offering good programs. So good programs are free of cost. Say one more thing I want to add it is Department of Atomic Energy, DAE. DAE sponsored, UGC sponsored a DAE, a huge laboratory. I have visited the DAE laboratory. So that of plenty of work. I felt that I have to join in this DAE workshop, laboratory, and do some research like that. So that is a huge laboratory is there. It's all free of cost. It's all free of cost. DAE. Yes. So for doing this IIRS program, so it is in a free of cost. You can also suggest your friends. So do some online programs in the IIRS. Also, there is another important programs happening in the IIRS. That is student exchange program. So there is summer internship they have conducted. So in the summer internship, they send the students to the Netherlands. And they get the feedback from the students from the Netherlands. They came to here. So like that, beautiful programs in this IIRS for doing this research is. See, it is completely transparent. IIRS is a completely transparent. So we have the coordinator login, we have the students login. The student login can be well established by the coordinator DBMS, the portal, how the students are logged in, how the lessons are going on, and that whether the student has learned this one or taken this exams like that. All the things has to be seen. Yes. So this is the student login portal. And after this one, they will get a certificates. The student get the certificates. The students also get a good, beautiful certificate. ISRO is there. Director of the ISRO signed. See, value of the certificate is higher. So every month, so this certificate September 25 to October 3rd, this Lakshmi Lanya attended this one. For the attendance, they are giving the certificate. 75% of the attendance, they are giving the certificate. Once they clear the examinations, they give the examination certificate. So attendance and the examinations, they give the certificate. And the coordinator for conducting the program, the coordinator, so myself, I have conducted this program on September, I got the certificate. And say, as I told, the 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equal to 3. So student and the coordinator conducting the program, institution is also getting the certificate, 3. So, look here, our institutional names also get the certificate. So this is what? So doing the research, so you have to change your slight, mind in doing the perspectives in some other way. Doing the other tools like the spatial tools available in the GIS and the remote sensing. So I am ready to help any scholars for doing the research in the GIS and the remote sensing because, actually my subject is physics. So how I switch over to this one is, we have the geology department. So geophysics, jointly, that is in collaborating with the geology department, I am doing the joint venture and doing this research. That time, I learned the GIS and the remote sensing, done this research for the past 25 years. So that is a beautiful thing. We have exclusive laboratory for the GIS and the remote sensing. Not only from the IIRS programs, we are trained our students, all the students. So to give an introductory note for the GIS and the remote sensing and how to geotag. Another interesting thing what I like to say is, with this tool, that is GIS and the remote sensing, what I learned from the IIRS. With this tool, I got two projects. One is, you might heard about the Bhuvan portal, Bhuvan Panchayat portal. That portal is the biggest heavy portal in India. where we can get all the data, all the maps, and free of cost, and satellite data. For this one, we have take my students and asset mapping. We have mapped all the assets in our district, Thuthukudi district, and nearby there is another district. Two district we have mapped the data as given. That is where the stores are there, where the schools are there, where the parks are there, roads are there, pump and water tank, government, all the government, electrical poles, transformers. There are 45 assets. So if you went to a village, 45 assets were there. That asset mapping is done by us and given in this one Panchayat portal. That is one big beautiful project. And one more area where the water scarcity is there. So we have given suggestions for doing this water mapping. So mapping the water, water aquifers in the ground level where the water is stored. So that thing I have given. And the third project is for our city. So as I told, so societal oriented research. For our city, we have suggested, because in this 2023, we had 2018 and 23, we had a heavy flood in our city. For during the 2018 flood, we have suggested to map the water drainage in such a way so that will go to the sea. So that is taken by the government. Now they do that work also. So that is what we have given consultancy work with this one. All these things I learned from the GIS. I am a physics student, but I am using the GIS tool. So that is what I like to say this. IIRS is a backbone for doing this GIS work. Say, look this data. So this is from the 2016 to 20. This online portal is there. Yeah, before that there was no online on 25. From the 16, every year 200 to 400 students they have listed, and 80% of the student get benefited. So the thing is, joining the program, we can give pressure to the students to join the course. Okay, no, all the students are joined, but getting the degree for taking the examinations, passing out, that is very important. So that is the thing, very difficult job that we have done it. So we are motivated the students to take the examinations and get passed and get the certificate also. So this is the statistics what in our college we are following it. So this is same thing. That is list of enrolled participants. This is okay. So total enrollment students is so far 2,000. That is 1,973. Benefits of the course is 1206. Yes, friends. This is the award I got it in the 2018. As Ganesh sir said, that is Best Coordinator Award. So this is not a day job, this is a year job. So for the past 14 years, I am doing this work, GIS and the remote sensing, and my research on the GIS and the remote sensing. As scholars are also doing this research in the GIS and remote sensing, and motivating the 2,500 students on this GIS and the remote sensing. For that, they have given this award for me. And this is this is one of the memorable moment I never forget in my life, because so I may recognized by my family members, I may recognized by my friends, I may recognized by the institutions, but government is recognizing. So that is a great thing that I had. So this is he is Dr. Harish Karnatak. He is a head who is organizing this type of programs in this one. Almost I am in the end of the session. This is the IIRS program. I have a photographs with the Ganesh sir. I'm sorry, I mean, with the time I cannot put the photos in this slide. Okay. Friends, for the past 1.5 hours, I'm continuously talking alone and giving the insights about the research and the NAC perspectives, research and the NIR perspectives, and the research avenues available in the IIRS, Indian Institute of Remote Sensing. So let me take a break. So you can ask some doubts. If you have any doubts, You can very well ask your doubts. I can ready to explain your doubts. Then after that, I will conclude the session. Over to Ganesh sir.
Sir, please stop the screen. Okay. The sessions open for the discussions. Any research scholars, any questions? Please chat box is open. You will write your questions on chat box.
Okay, there is one question, sir. On chemistry student, any programs is available? Yes, chemistry students is also there's a programs. Uh, say in IARS, it not for the physics, not for the chemistry, not for the all the program, all the students. We have some programs for that in their IARS for data analysis. For data analysis, say like how you are doing the data analysis using the R tool, and you can also use the GIS tool. You can visit the website by the Syed Samya Rajanika. So refer the IARS portal. The portal is available for the all the students. You can post your questions in the chat box, or you can raise your hands, and I can read. I can give my suggestions. Super. Yes, as I told, in the beginning, research is a secret. Why I am telling that research is secret only because of the nowadays the retractions. Retractions take place. So if you reveal your ideas, your friends and your mates take this idea and they put the paper earlier. So keep the research as a secret one and do your career. So you can once if you put the research as a secret one, you will definitely do as earlier as possible. You can that the speed of the research has been increased. So that is the thing. So discuss with your guides. Secret in the sense you can discuss with your guides. So guide and supervisors and yourself are there's a bond between yourself and the supervisors. You have to discuss whatever the thing in your mind.
Okay. Thank you for your motivational and valuable guidance from last 1.5 hours. Thanks again, once again. Our respected principal, Dr. B. Jagdale sir, always the guidance and motivated to on for the research. And definitely, the more than 17 research centers are the working at in our autonomous college. At our college in autonomous is the in
Yes.
Nashik district's
Yes.
first college, for the being the autonomous from affiliated to the Savitribai Phule University, Pune. Okay, sir. So definitely, in our institutes is the second largest institute in Maharashtra after
Mhm.
the Shikshan Samstha. So definitely the focus and work on rural background and tribal backgrounds.
Mhm.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for once again. Our
Welcome.
one research scholar, one faculty members, Dr. Vishnu Adole sir, as uh, rank in the Okay.
Sir, I can't hear your voice.
You are such of times for the decisions given. These sessions now will be concluded. Yes, sir.
Once again, I thank
Okay.
the management and the professors and the scholars giving me opportunity to share my ideas. Of course, so this is the season
Yes, yes.
here. The climate is completely changed. So if permit me, I can give more elaborate sessions in some other day in the month of March or February. Okay, Ganesh sir, I'm ready
Yes,
to share
yes, sir.
my
Yes.
ideas. Okay,
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
okay, thank you, sir. Shall I leave, sir?
Sir, yes, sir. Okay, all research scholars, your second session will be time as per your daily schedule. Thank you.